We're 2 hours into trading. It is Monday morning, May 24th. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at last week's picks. Let's take a look at the market. Let's find some new trades for today. RBLX was the pick from Friday that I highlighted. I had mentioned to you, wait for market support. Very, very important because the market had pulled back the entire day. Let's put the SPY overlay up. You can see that was the peak of the market. I recorded the video somewhere in here. We still had some work to do on the downside. You can see downward sloping trend line on RBLX. Right there, you get penetration to the upside. That's your entry point right in there. Put up the 1 OSI indicator, and that's going to coincide with relative strength as well. And you can see orange line above zero right in here. That means it's strong relative to the market right in here. That would be your entry point for that trade. Very nice. Upward sloping trend line, breach to the downside. That would be where you want to take profits. But in general, RBLX pushing higher today. Very nice price movement. Stock looks great. Last night, Sunday night, I also released a video and I highlighted two stocks. Let's take a look at them, see how they're doing. TGT, Target. I still love this stock. You can see that the stock is breaking out on a daily basis. It was through that horizontal resistance point, earnings before the open. We know that from the B, and it continues to push higher. Even though the market had been soft on Friday, it was able to close above the prior day's high and close to its high of the day. That told me this stock wants to head higher. So if you bought some Target this morning, you're a pretty happy camper because you'd have been able to get in somewhere here, and the stock is making a new high for the day. The other stock that I highlighted in yesterday's video, we were trying to sell an out of the money bullish put spread. Actually, the other stock was RBLX. So my apologies. I highlighted it again. I still like it. We weren't able to get any of the bullish put spreads off this morning because both stocks gapped higher and they never looked back. So let's take a look at what the market's doing. Series of green candles closing on their high. We had overseas markets up, so that provided a nice springboard for the action this morning. You can see how we went right up to the high of the day in the first hour, and now we're starting to flatline, move sideways. Market is getting right up to the all-time high. You can see it's within striking distance of that all-time high. It's also right in this area where the market was compressing, compressing, compressing. If the market couldn't make a new all-time high on good earnings, good economic releases, and a very dovish FOMC, I don't think it's going to have the firepower to get through here, especially with inflationary concerns on the rise. They've taken a little respite right now, and we do see TLT starting to rally. So let's put TLT up because it's up this morning. Anytime you see TLT up, that means that bonds are up, interest rates are down, and that is favorable for tech stocks. Tech stocks in the last couple of days have provided us with some nice action. You can see here, downward sloping trend line, breach to the downside. This is when inflation fears were starting to heat up. We've got 1, 2, 3 lines of support. So TLT for the time being is starting to find some support. Now, keep in mind that the rest of the week is going to be very light in terms of any kind of economic releases, in terms of any kind of earnings releases. As the week progresses, you're going to see trading volumes dry up and you're going to see the daily ranges start to compress. We'll go into pre-holiday trading. We've got durable goods order and the second revision to GDP. Not really big numbers. We've got a consumer confidence number. Again, not really big market drivers this week. So I still don't believe that we're going to see a blow-off breakout to a new all-time high. If we do happen to get it, it's likely to come on light volume. Anything that comes on light volume is easily reversed. So I would be very cautious. Jumping on tech stocks, great to day trade, no issue. Just like RBLX when I showed you that one last Friday. Tech stocks have a bid right now. We're seeing brisk sector rotation. So when the sector is hot, trade it. When it starts to cool off, look for opportunities elsewhere. I am not doing a lot of swing trading. I want these dips. So I have my list together on the drop. Once I see that support level tested, which in this case is the 50-day moving average, I start putting those spreads on. Got another little dip in here. These opportunities are very brief, so you have to be ready, and this is when you want to take action on your swing trades. The rest of the time, you're just waiting for the next dip, evaluating stocks. I don't see the market being able to have a nice sustained breakout for the next couple of months. I don't think the news cycle is there. I don't think there's enough good news to push it through. Valuation stretched. We'll see how hot inflation gets. So I'm still just keeping it cool, going with the flow each day, trading sector rotation with nice beefy day trading gains. There's no reason for me to swing overnight. So let's take a look and see what we've got today. And TLT was kind of a classic formation that I'm looking for right now. Excuse me, TGT. And I love that breakout, and I love that the fact is able to continue to push higher. I'm going to go into my favorite swing trading search. Well, wait a minute, Pete. Swing trading search. You said we were looking for day trades. That's right. Typically, before I day trade a stock, I like it on a swing trading basis also, and that gives me the latitude, the staying power to stick with the position if I happen to hit a market speed bump and I have an entry point that's not optimal. I can stick with the trade and not worry about it because I know that I still like it on a swing basis. When you get a light volume market right now, those are the types of stocks that you want to be in. If you're in trading some of these really hot movers like tech stocks that are really bouncing higher right out of the gate, but they've had overall weakness for the last couple of months, those rallies are very vulnerable and they can fail instantly. So there's more risk to that, more upside to it. A stock like this has a lot more consistency to it. So let's take a look at the stocks on Pop Bull and see what's coming up. SPCE. That is a nice breakout. I love this volume right in here. Let's put up the longer term moving averages. It had some news and they had some rocket testing that went well. You can see how the stock is above the 200-day moving average. It doesn't have that far to go. Excuse me, it's above the 50-day moving average. It doesn't have that far to go to the 200-day. That's going to provide a little bit of resistance for the stock. Let's put up the 5-minute chart. I do like it. I love this right in here. I love this volume here. I love the fact that it's challenging the high of the day. So I do like SPCE for day trading today. I plan on day trading it. Let's take a look at what else we've got on the list. SHOP, choppy stock. But you can see that it's above the 100-day moving average. Not my favorite. MS, I do like this. You can see how it's been testing this horizontal resistance. 1, 2, 3, and now we're breaking through and we've got a new relative high. Almost a cup and handle right in here, just a tiny one. So nothing really worth mentioning, but just something that I noticed on the chart. And we have a breakout through the upper end, decent volume. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. Banks are going to fare well in this environment. So I think this is the type of stock that you can buy, grind, 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 take your profits, exit. That's how I would trade it. So MS, Morgan Stanley, that is your day trading pick of the day. Take a look at a couple of others here, CMCSA, and we'll go through some of our other searches that have more volatile stocks in them. Heavy buying would be one. Nvidia's been hot, but they announced earnings. Really steady price action there. BYND has been hot all day. That's a bottom fishing stock. You can see how it is bouncing. It's through this horizontal resistance. That's nice. It's filling in this little gap in here. That's good. Horizontal support there as well. It's above it. Yes, BYND could get going for a few days, but with this type of price action, it's not one that I would want to be swinging for any amount of time. You can see there's SPCE, AMAT's in here. AMAT downward sloping trend line, breach to the upside. Stock is above the 50-day moving average. Recently announced earnings. I like AMAT. AMAT looks really good to me also. So there's another one that you can put on your day trading buy list. AMAT and Morgan Stanley. I like them both. Just going to continue to click through. These stocks are so easy to find on these searches. AMC, that's also a short squeeze stock. I was in that a little bit earlier today, identified that right out of the gate in here. Heavy volume. Let's go into the short squeeze list. And there's AMC right there at the top. Coin also, these are just great. IPOE, I made some money on that early this morning. These stocks have a very heavy, very big short interest, and there's also a likelihood of forced buy-ins. We're able to gauge those metrics. We're able to gather a list of those stocks, and as long as they stay quiet, we don't have any need to look at them. But as soon as that volume pops up on any given day and the stock is above the prior day's high, boom, it's on our radar, and oftentimes we are trading it, and that move is sustained, which is exactly what we're looking for. The market may not give us a whole lot to look at, but if we can find the stocks that have the volume and have the momentum, then we're going to be able to always find excellent day trades. So AMC also looks good for day trading, but my pick of the day is Morgan Stanley. If you're looking for a nice grinder that I like on a swing basis, that would be your pick. I think that AMC also works for a really nice day trading opportunity if you see that heavy volume. AMAT after earnings announcement. Tech stock, be a little bit careful with that one because as interest rates go, so go tech stocks. So you've got to use more caution. This is going to be a very quiet week, folks. In fact, most of the time, we're going to make a move in the first hour, first 90 minutes, and then we're going to stay in that range the rest of the day, and you're going to start to see the volume dry up. Unfortunately, when you take one day out of the trading week because of a holiday, you take about another 3 days with it. So things are going to slow down Thursday dramatically, then they're going to be really slow on Friday, and then Tuesday we get what I call a holiday hangover. Tuesday is also going to be light volume. Very good backdrop for premium sellers. Once we get back from Memorial Holiday, we're going to have lots of economic releases. So then we'll probably have those to trade off of then. Thanks so much. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.